We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding him.
He's loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burks.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's up. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The inside handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Alston. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got it behind the line. It's Ott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Parrish. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Right back to the well. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Hunt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Got a little space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Vatier. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move, it's Barnes. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And it pays off the sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the run call here because this offense does not have to panic yet. Like, there's still plenty of time left in this football game. Stay patient. Stay true to who you are as a team. Get some 1st downs. Move the ball down the field. You can't get it all back in one play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab, past the marker. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. A little release to the back.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parrish. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitz. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Good, right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Great place to start for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Alston. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to